This is Barcelona, the capital city of Catalonia, known for its distinct architecture, sandy beaches, and rich culture. The one thing everyone may not notice at first glance is its ordered grid design, which is unique among its European counterparts. But Barcelona has not always been like this, so how did this layout come to be? For this, we'll have to go back to the 1800s. Barcelona was trapped. Medieval walls built centuries ago now caged a rapidly growing industrial city. The population had exploded, from just over 50,000 at the beginning of the century to over 170,000 by the mid-1800s, all crammed into just 2 square kilometers. At this point, Barcelona was more than twice as dense as Paris. Narrow streets, poor air quality, sanitation, and as a result, disease and low life expectancy, the city was in desperate need of saving. Enter Ildefons Cerdá, a Catalonian engineer who had previously worked on various maps of Barcelona. It's 1859, and Cerdá has created a plan for the extension of the city. The government in Madrid received the plan favourably, but there was pushback from the Barcelona City Council. As such, the council tried to gain control over the extension project, and they opened a competition to receive and select the plan they felt was best. Cerdá was excluded from the contest, so he focused on his efforts on getting the plan passed by the ministries of the central government. After a series of political squabbles, Cerdá's proposed layout was approved by the central government. Cerdá's plan was vast, detailed, and based in scientific thinking. Cerdá had been working for years on his general theory of urbanization, in which he studied cities all around the world and used mathematical formulas to determine what he thought the ideal height and footprint of the building within his ideal block, as well as ideal street width, ideal arrangement of streets, and many other aspects of urban development. He applied these principles to the topography and the existing pattern of development that existed in Barcelona, and he theorized about what forms of transportation may be developed in the future, and he came up with this final plan. Many say that thanks to Cerdá, Barcelona now features in many of the most important books about the history of architecture. But what makes his design so special? At a glance, Cerdá's design may seem like a simple series of square blocks, but looking closer, you may notice the chamfered corners. Instead of sharp 90-degree angles, Cerdá cut the corners at 45 degrees, creating octagonal blocks. And this definitely just wasn't for aesthetics. It created wider intersections, better sight lines, more sunlight reaching the streets, and safer turns for carriages, and eventually cars, which Cerdá mentioned, saying the private locomotives that will undoubtedly appear in the future. As well as this, he designed multiple typologies for each block, some built on 2 sides with open courtyards, others on 3, creating U-shaped buildings, always leaving the interior open and green. This wasn't rigid, it was flexible, different block types for different needs, but always prioritizing light, air, and communal space. But developers had other plans. Driven by profit, they ignored Cerdá's typologies and built on all 4 sides. Height restrictions were changed, and the interior of the blocks was filled. Most blocks are now filled with car parks or other buildings, going from Cerdá's intended vision to what we see today. Today, Cerdá's plan defines Barcelona's identity and has influenced cities worldwide. Ironically, the city is now fighting to reclaim Cerdá's original vision by removing cars and restoring green space through superblocks. Can a 19th century grid solve a 21st century problem? Barcelona is still finding out.